Blackburn Rovers rumour mill continues to swirl with another centre-back option linked with Blackburn Rovers. Who am I talking about? We'll get into it. All of it next. That's right, folks, back once again with another video. Today we're taking a look at Blackburn Rovers transfer talk. That's right, with another name, hot off the press. Well, it's not really hot, it's a little bit old. It's been out there for about a week or so. Who am I talking about? We'll get into all of that and more in a second. If you do, where you been, smash your subscribe and your one-stop shop for Rovers continues right here under Roverseas. He, of course, has got championship experience coming at you. I think there might be a fee involved, so we've rustled the sofa and got the coins out. And we are looking like to exchange a bit of cash to get this guy in. We'll get into him in a minute. Big shout out to the VIPs, the other patrons you know who you are. And again, if you're new, smash the old subscriberino. Who am I talking about? Well, let's, of course, hop on over to the wild news and have a little look at what we're talking about. Now, again, this link has been out there for a little bit. I've just been a little bit preoccupied with everything else going on around the world, with Euros, etc., etc. Now, here he is, and he goes by the name of Sean McLoughlin, coming at you from Hull City. Of course, he's a younger player than that of another linked player for Rovers, Liam Cooper. So he's coming in around about 27, something like that. He does have a contract to 2026, so we're going to have to pay a fee if it comes into it. But we'll have a look at the ins and the outs of this guy. But this is a rumour that's been coming at you from Alan Nixon, who has his own Patreon. Of course, he's got his fingers in the pies in regards to Rovers transfer news. So that's, of course, the link. Well, who is he then? Let's have a look at this player, this Tiger, of course, up for grabs. And here he comes. I've just got to switch on over to a different screen and have a look at him. There he is, of course, rocking the amber and black stripes for Hull City. Coming out at 27 years of age. He is Irish. He is left-footed. Now, that's a theme we're going to see over the next week or so. And I do believe it's one of two or one of another. We're not going to be looking at bringing in Cooper and this fella. It could be Cooper or this fella. Depends on which way things go. Of course, he's contracted 2026, so we're going to have to do a little bit of bargaining to get him off that contract. And he is 191 centimeters tall. Now, if you are a memory buff like me, you would remember that Liam Cooper is 10 centimeters, or give or take 8 centimeters smaller than this guy. So this guy is a mountain of Ireland. And this is, of course, playing stats from his career, actually. He has played at left back 3 times, but predominantly plays at centre back with that left foot, scoring 5 goals and 6 assists, according to the stats there. Let's take a look at the stats for last season. 23 games played, 13 started, averaging 51 minutes per game. No goals, though, from the big man. But as for his passing stats, he did get an assist this season, 91% success rate with his passing, 96% success rate passing within his own half. That goes down to 76% when he's passing in the opposition half. Long balls aren't the greatest, 50% success rate with those. And he has a couple of clean sheets in those 23 matches that he started. 1 yellow card for the season, no red cards. That's pretty decent, pretty solid. And here he is when he was rocking the green for Cork City. Of course, his valuation has never peaked beyond 1.4 million, maybe 1.5 million currently. But he has been a Tiger for some time. I am decided to put him in the mixer up against Scotty Wharton, and here are the stats against them. They are of similar age. In fact, Scotty Wharton is 1 year younger than this guy, but also a good 9 centimeters shorter than Sean McLoughlin. Both left-footed, both play in those centre-back roles there. And, of course, McLoughlin comes in with a bit of success to his name. I don't know where those successes, maybe with Hull, maybe a bit of promotion with Hull. I'm not so sure. But either way, these are the statistics over the years. Now, despite being younger, Scotty Wharton has played more games and chipped in with more goals as well, with successes in League 2 for Scotty Wharton, 9 goals there. As for Sean McLoughlin, just played 89 games. In fact, both of these two guys have played 89 games in the Championship, so they're both around about the same sort of standard. However, he's got a bit of European experience with Europa League qualifying, Champions League qualifying for his days over in Ireland, and he has played maybe in the Scottish Premiership and the Irish Premiership as well. So he's been here, there, and everywhere, chalking up some years of of experience. Let's take a look then at, of course, the key attributes on this one now. My memory is going to test me on this. I do believe the blue numbers are that of Scotty Wharton. So he is less of a defensive player than McLoughlin. I think McLoughlin has him on toast over there. He's less creative, though, than Scotty Wharton. He's got the pretty much same sort of attacking stats. He's less in the technical department, but more in the tackling. So realistically, if you want to chuck in Liam Cooper from his video and his stats, then you're probably looking at McLoughlin being the best bang for your buck here over the course of the three. What this guy does lack is the leadership, the know-how, the been there, seen there, and done it experience that Liam Cooper does offer. But he's a good age. Good age. McLoughlin could be a Rovers player for 5 years and some, of course. So he's got that in his locker. It could be a signing for the long term, whereas Cooper could be more of a signing for the interim and stuff like that. It's a decision to make, and I don't know, maybe Rovers are swaying towards Cooper predominantly, and maybe looking at this guy as a backup option. But either way, I think if we can bring one of these guys in, it will definitely improve our defensive ranks considerably, and I'm hoping that Carl McFadzean is still an option for us moving forward into the kickoff of the season up against Derby County. That's right, and I think it needs to happen. I think there was a little bit of rumblings online that this will be the week that Rovers start to bring in some players, or at least to try to start to hopefully, you know, get the balls rolling significantly. Again, there is a lot of mumblings and grumblings about the lack of cash, but this deal, if it was to come out on top, does involve money. So there is money somewhere, somehow. I don't know how much, but we're talking, I think, 500k for this one. And there was also some talk back and forth with some Rovers fans saying that this McLoughlin fella, despite his attributes being pretty decent compared to Scott Wharton and Liam Cooper, is a little bit stiff, a little bit sloppy on occasion. So it might be a bit of a gamble. But again, there was other talk as well, sorry about regurgitating this, of an interview for the man. Is on there on BBC Humberside or something like that. And he was trying as best as he could to deflect the transfer speculation that is surrounding him at the moment. So I believe there is discussions already with Rovers and Hull and this man to try and get this deal done. I just don't know which one is going to happen. And of course, if Liam Cooper does join, does that mean a game over for this one? That's, of course, something we'll have to figure out later on. Anyway, that's it, guys. Short, sharp, and sweet on this one. But remember, this week should be stacked, packed with Rovers transfer rumours. And we've got a couple of them already out the way. So make sure you stick around for those. Until then, subscribe, smash the like, catch you later for the next one. But until then, we're done.